What's up, y'all? It is Spicy AF back again with another spicy topic. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, follow me on my Twitter, it's Spicy AF, and on my new Instagram, Spice Tea Spilled. Here's the picture. Subscribe and share. Chrisean Rock responded to James Wright Chanel of the lawsuit for assaulting him, and here's her response to that. Actually, her words exactly.
This is her response. This big back think he finna get a cent out of me. You know you just wasted your money on that lawyer, right? That is how she felt. There is no remorse for anything. Chrisean knows that she's dead wrong. She know what she did. She know that she legally cannot punch people. She can't hit people. She threw herself on that stage. She was making herself look awkward, and she caused more trauma to herself by standing there when Tamar was performing. She should have got off the stage. You could see that she was harassing the people, the background singer. She was just making a mockery while Tamar was professionally doing her show. Chrisean made it look cheap.
Taking no accountability. Chrisean is once again digging into her bag of tricks, saying this like James is asking her to borrow a couple dollars. Punched this man in the face twice. Cracked 2 of his teeth. Over what? Over a miscommunication that she was going to perform on Tamar's show. Keeping in mind that Chrisean is actually on probation and she was given a 4-year sentence in Oklahoma for marijuana and intent to distribute, meaning she was about to sell it. They had enough evidence against her to charge her and also convict her. Instead of going to jail, they gave this girl probation for 4 years, and they also told her that she had to complete 120 hours of community service. You know how much she completed, y'all? And she was supposed to complete it by September 15, 2023. None. 0. She didn't do any of the community service hours since September 2023. Mamas is now ordered to serve 30 days in jail. So not only does she now have to pay James Wright Chanel, you know, the big back nigga she was talking about that she wasn't going to pay, she got to pay him, and she's going to have to serve 30 days in jail. And I think that 30 days that she has to do for violating her probation is just the beginning, y'all, because she was in trouble for something else, James, for assault, which means that she may also face time for that as well. She might go to jail for having to serve for those two. You know, they celebrities though, they got money, they can pay for those lawyers, those good attorneys that can talk them out of some stuff. But it's good to see that finally she's getting some type of accountability. So now, Miss Mamas, you're gonna be away from your newborn baby, who clearly has some deficiencies himself, unfortunately. But I do have the original police report.
So y'all want the information. Y'all want to know what actually occurred on the night of November 20th, 2023 during Tamar Braxton's concert. The altercation, the famous altercation. What actually occurred? We have records now, police official records, and we're about to get into that. Please hit that thumbs up, like this video. Yes, y'all, we're about to get into the information of what actually occurred. No more saying that James lied, LaTroy lied, Tamar lied, and Chrisean didn't do anything, because that's not going to happen. Let's get into the actual police report. It says here, the crime summary says victim is a singer and entertainer with a large following on social media. Suspect is a rapper, reality personality, and entertainer with an Instagram social media following of 5.4 million people. Suspect is referred to by her stage name, Chrisean Rock. Victim participated in a music for performance at Novo 800 West Olympic. Suspect was invited by the headliner, Tamar Braxton, of the tour to participate during a dance segment at the concert. You hear that? Okay. Suspect later became amid the dispute. Suspect directed her anger toward victim and requested that he confirm that she was present. Suspect became upset and used her right closed fist to punch victim twice on his nose and mouth, causing complaint of pain and visible injury. Do you hear that? Visible injury. That means that the police officer saw the injury. No more saying it never happened, because at this point that's delusional, willfully delusional. Suspect was wearing large rings on her right hand during the altercation. I, Detective Shahid, assumed investigative responsibility for this case on November 20th, 2023. I telephonically contacted victim James Wright on November 20th, 2023 and advised him about matters pertaining to this investigation. Victim James confirmed all statements that were taken and documented in the initial investigative report. Victim explained that he is a singer and was scheduled to perform during a concert at the Novo 800 West Olympic. Suspect was also scheduled to participate in a twerk dance segment during the concert. Victim expressed that he had never met suspect Chrisean Malone prior to the night of the concert, but he has been aware of her celebrity status gained through music and entertainment throughout the past few years. Victim is also in the industry. Victim recalled observing suspect inside one of the dressing rooms within the venue. Suspect appeared to be crying. Victim approached suspect in an attempt to inquire about why she was crying and attempted to console her. Suspect informed victim that other people within the dressing room were lying and accusing her of not being present during aforementioned twerk segment of the concert. Suspect began to argue with other people in the dressing room while requesting that victim confirm that she was near the stage at the time of the dance segment. Victim denied observing victim near the stage. That was suspect. Suspect became upset and continued to request that victim confirm that she was near the stage at the time of the performance. Suspect further denied seeing her during the segment. Let's recap. Chrisean is the suspect, of course, as you heard in this police report. She was supposed to do a twerk segment, not rap, a twerk segment, while James Wright is supposed to do a song. Rather, that was I don't know if he was the background singer or he was doing a solo, but James can sing, and he was a part of his friend Tamar's performance. Chrisean was crying in the back because people were saying she wasn't present when it was time to go on stage to do the twerk segment. So James see her crying. James goes over to console her. She wants James to confirm that she was there, but he can't because he didn't see her there either. Let's continue. Suspect became enraged and subsequently used her right closed fist to punch victim on his nose, causing visible injury. Suspect then punched victim a second time on the mouth, breaking one of his front teeth. Let's cancel the cracking. They said breaking one of his front teeth. Victim believed that suspect punched him with her right closed fist because he recalled observing several large rings on her right hand before and after the incident. Victim expressed that the large rings resembled championship type rings. I telephonically contacted witness number one, Christopher Sibley, on November 20th, 2023 at approximately 14:20 hours and advised him about matters pertaining to this investigation. Christopher recalled entering a dressing room at the Novo with victim and observing suspect and other performance and tour staff having a discussion. The concert headliner, Tamar, inquired as to why suspect wasn't present for her segment of the concert. You are talking about a witness. This is another witness. He heard Tamar questioning why the girl, Chrisean, was not present at the segment that she was supposed to be at. So there we go. Another witness just overheard a conversation. Again stating that Chrisean wasn't there when it was time to go. Suspect became argumentative, expressing that no one came to get her. Okay? So is that admitting now? So is that we gotta stop it. Is that admitting now, Chrisean? Now Chrisean, first she was saying she was there, she was present. And then she tried to get James to confirm that she was also present. But when she got frustrated, then she's saying, now she's complaining or arguing, why didn't anybody come get her? See how that worked? Tamar inquired about the miscommunication. Victim expressed that he attempted to find suspect but did not see her near the stage at the time of the performance. So James, he was going to go look for her, but he didn't see her nowhere near the stage. Again, James is the nice friend. First, he consoled the girl. Earlier that night, he went to see if he could find her, but he looked around. She wasn't around. Show must go on, right? That's the rules of the stage. Suspect became upset while denying that she was called on to perform. Now she's saying she wasn't called to perform. First she said she was there. Nobody could confirm that. So after she's saying she was there, she tried to get James to agree that she was there. He couldn't do it because he wasn't about to lie. And now she said nobody came to get her. Okay? And now she's saying nobody called for her. There was no announcement for her. Right? So she done told how many stories? About 5? Okay, let's continue. Suspect became enraged and shouted, "Say it again." Victim began to further deny observing suspect near the stage when suspect subsequently used her right closed fist to punch him on his nose and mouth approximately 4 times, causing visible injuries. Now they did say 2 times on the nose and mouth. So I guess if you hit in the nose and mouth, that's 2 different places. He's counting about, because remember the word approximately is not an exact. 4 times. And it's just real disgusting that she gonna challenge James to say it again as if she's a man. And this is what I've been telling y'all. This month is about women now taking accountability. That's how we doing it over here. Take accountability. Stop jumping in men's face and becoming and using a masculine tone if you don't want that work back. Now, James didn't fight her back, but she did challenge this man. He didn't fight her back physically, but he did fight her back by accepting the challenge. And what did he do? Victim began to further deny observing suspect near the stage when suspect subsequently used her right closed fist to punch him on his nose and mouth approximately 4 times, causing visible injuries. Christopher explained that the punches were so quick that he was unable to accurately determine how many times that suspect punched victim, but was adamant that he was punched multiple times. Christopher immediately left the room after observing victim bleeding profusely from his nose and mouth and stood outside the dressing room in a hallway area. Christopher observed staff members request that the law enforcement be notified. Christopher also recorded suspect exiting the dressing room approximately 5 minutes after the incident occurred. So she hit him and then she stood there for 5 minutes. I provided Christopher a link to evidence.com to upload the video. I reviewed the video and observed the suspect exiting what appeared to be a dressing while seating what sounds like "I'll slap that nigga anytime." That's what the detective heard on the evidence, the tape. She said, "I'll slap that ninja anytime." That's what she said after she did it, right? I telephonically contacted witness number 2, tour manager Robert Hatcher, on November 20th and advised him about matters pertaining to this investigation. Robert confirmed both of the aforementioned statements and provided no further information. I identified Robert as an additional witness while conducting this investigation. Victim provided several photographs of his injuries and a video of him receiving medical treatment via evidence room. I reviewed the photographs and observed scratches and abrasions on victim's nose, a swollen upper lip with an abrasion, and a chipped left front tooth. Victim was medically treated at an ER hospital after the incident. Victim had to have his embedded nose ring removed and is scheduled to see a cosmetic surgeon for injuries on his nose due to swelling. Victim also received dental treatment for damage to his teeth. Victim will provide medical documentation at a later date. Victim identified suspect based on his knowledge of her celebrity status and social media following. Suspect is well known in the entertainment industry. Victim provided a photograph of suspect that was retrieved from a Google image. Both witnesses also know of suspect due to her celebrity status, music career, and large social media following. Christopher and Robert are both staff members on the tour and expressed only having met suspect during the incident. I attempted to telephonically contact suspect using a phone number obtained through LAPD resources. The call was directed to voicemail, and I was unable to leave a message due to the mailbox being full. I was unable to obtain a statement from suspect at that time that this investigation was concluded. Suspect has made various attempts through social media and Instagram denying the allegations. Suspect has made various statements through social media, Instagram, denying the allegations. It says action taken. This case was submitted to the DA, the District Attorney's Office, for following consideration. DDA, what would that mean? Audu referred the case to the City Attorney's Office for filing consideration on January 18, 2024. Criminal history. Suspect has been arrested in Arizona for misdemeanor disorderly conduct, fighting, and criminal trespass. Suspect has a criminal history out of Oklahoma for felony arrest involving distribution of controlled substances and concealing a stolen vehicle. Suspect has also been arresting in Maryland for felony-related narcotic violations. Case status: investigation continued. So that is the information that you have here. This is not a game. This is not pretend. This ain't Hollywood. This is real life. This girl has a history of violence and drugs, and she is a repeated offender at this point because she keeps getting into trouble, as you can hear in this report here. She got mad because nobody lied for her and said that she was present. And why James? Well, James seems like he was a sweet man. He went over to her to console her while she was crying. Everybody was treating her like they wanted her to, like she was annoying. James went over to her to console her. But because he did not lie for her, she dared him to repeat that she wasn't present when it was time for her to go on to the twerk segment. And he said it again. I did not see you. He even took the initiative earlier in the night to try to see if he could see her, gauge the stage. She wasn't nowhere around. You know where she is at? She was over there trying to get her other friends in when they said that they can only have a limited amount of people. Chrisean was too busy drunk and trying to get her other friends in, get them in. I won't say sneak, but she even said that she was trying to get the friends in when she should have been around and present. But she continues, like the investigator said, she continues to deny, but there's witnesses as well as video evidence as well as physical damage, hospital paperwork There's so much proof and evidence that this girl violated this man. There's no way people should still be taking her side. It's just no way.
Now, to all the adults who called James Wright and LaTroy Davis a liar, you took Chrisean's word over theirs. Even Tamar's word when she finally spoke up. I really want y'all to look in the mirror, stare at it, and question yourself. Because you already have all the evidence, y'all had all the proof. You see Chrisean constantly putting her hands on people. That's her MO. But when it comes to somebody like James, you don't hear him in the media. You don't hear him in the news putting his hands on anybody. So it shouldn't have been hard for you to see. I wish y'all was not followers like this. I wish y'all really was more of a leader and learn how to go and think for yourself. Stop listening to everybody else. Stop trying to be with the popular crowd. Why is everyone trying to be a follower? I don't understand that. Chrisean is claiming that she is not going to turn herself in because she has a baby. She's trying to work things out behind the scenes, use the baby. But hell, you wasn't thinking about that baby when we saw you on live going to Blueface house, getting in fights with him. We saw you on live speeding down the highway at 4 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. We saw you on live getting drunk, getting rowdy. Why wasn't you thinking about the baby when we saw you on live in the act of violence? Why now do you think we don't see that? And you can just use the baby as an excuse not to go to jail. Why wasn't you thinking about the needs of your child? Again, he needs his mom. You wasn't thinking about that when you was out there fighting and getting drunk and getting high. Because word on the curb is you also sniffing. So I don't feel bad. I don't. Everybody has a choice. You mess up once, damn. You mess up twice, you mess up 3 times. Shame on you, dog. And that's exactly how I feel. Other people suffering out here who don't got money and they gotta deal with their consequences. What makes you think you privileged? You a nigga too. Anyway, that's what I think. That's how I feel about it. And you gotta learn to keep your hands to yourself. I've done said this so many times. Keep your hands to yourself. If you don't want to keep your hands to yourself, this is the consequences. Nobody has to deal with you breaking their teeth because you got an attitude. Nobody pushed you on that stage and make you look stupid out there. And then when you feel embarrassed and you feel like somebody had more control over you in that moment, you wanted to exercise masculinity, put your hands on a man. Nobody told you to do that but you. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that thumbs up, like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned because we got more to come. Peace.